From Strike Zone at Sunset Station in Henderson, Nevada, we're here for the title matches of the 2012 JBT Touring Players Championship. This is the title match in the handicap division on the left side of your screen, while Scratch is finishing up their semifinal match. Two high averages in the title match in handicap. The newly two-handed release of Brandon Myers going against top seed Austin Thompson for the title. Myers opened in the first and crosses over here in the second frame. He's getting 5 additional pins of handicap against Austin, so Austin's going to have to win by 5 to tie and 6 to take it all. Jakob Butturff and Tanner Spacey in the Scratch Division title match, semifinal match, with the winner to play Kyle King for the title. So, big names all over the place here. Brandon has just recently, in the last couple months, switched to this two-handed delivery. I was curious whether he's going to go one or two-handed at the spare. He elects to go two-handed, and that's what can happen when you do it. Ouch. Rough start there, open. And this guy is always a fast bowler anyway, and he's got to be absolutely jumping out of his skin with his opponent starting open. Austin likes to get up there and throw it as hard as he physically can, and has a chance to open up a big early lead here if he can crunch this opening double. Right up the outs. Nice shot there, 4-pin. Austin from San Diego is on a bit of a tear. He won the last regular season Southern California tournament in El Cajon, and then won the SoCal Invitational the day after. Those were his first 2 titles. Also your SoCal Handicap Bowler of the Year. So great season for Austin. Going to be greater now, one way or the other here. It's the worst he's going to do is win 1,000, and it's 2,000 on top. So it's a little bowling game for $1,000. Austin's going to throw off his strike line at the 4-pin and has it. It's a natural thing for these guys when they start to grow and get bigger to A, just want to race up and throw the ball, and B, throw it really hard. If that shot's there, Austin has been, well, obviously he's been unbeatable for the last couple months or so, but you need a lot of friction and or a shot that requires a lot of ball speed to push it through the middle. That's been the case at each of these tournaments that he's done well in lately. You see that ball was left off his hand and it still wasn't enough to hold. He needs the friction at that ball speed. There'll be other patterns where you need to read the lane a little bit more than that, and that ball's may not be as conducive as it is right now. For example, he bowled the sweepers in San Diego on Chameleon that had some hang to the right instead of friction, and he struggled there. But these are things that you learn as you grow up. And look out, it's way too sloppy on that spare right there, actually. Just raced up there and didn't think about it. Open frame is the result. It's a break back for Myers. As we were starting to talk about, Brandon was a one-handed bowler a few months ago. He's pretty good at it. Decided he wants to try this game that's so popular right now. Started two-hander. I saw him at a tournament trying that, and he looked horrible.
I'm going two-hander when I get back.
Call him as the team. It wasn't good. He has obviously practiced his butt off because it looks great now.
Yeah, he was great last game.
Yeah, huge 240 game last game to defeat Kyle Hayes, advance to the title match. Kyle Hayes had a huge game before that to beat Sebastian Paulhill to open the step ladder. So a little ragged though in the first 3 shots. This is going to switch to a ball that hooks less.
Or you go higher? He's playing hold. He's playing hold.
So still two-handed, but with a ball that hooks less, but still hugged it enough. That's an albatross, Evan. That's 3 opens out of the gate for the title. This is a different situation here. A, you're bowling for 2,000. B, you're the center of attention. It's an entirely different ball game in the title match. Butturff rings a 7 over there.
He won in that one.
Huge shot right there. We'll keep you posted on that one as we go here. Myers has to get off the schneid here. Schneid is a technical bowling term for the strike. Much better balance, but a little bit soft. And what comes after an albatross? A buzzard is what comes after an albatross. There's a quadruple bogey up there right now. That 7-pin miss from Butturff was in the 9th frame. He still leads in the match by 7 pins, but Tanner's got a strike working, about to shoot in his 9th. So we'll catch some of that match here too. We'll catch this shot if we can. This is a shot of the tournament for Tanner coming up. Brandon Myers, after phenomenal bowling all day long, and just last game on this pair, has 35-4. Merry Christmas 5 months early, Austin Thompson right now. Boom, Tanner in front of the ball, return the right-hand lane. He's going to be way left to 5th arrow on the way down. Oh, can't get the 4 to roll. With the spare, he'll trail by 7 heading into his 10th frame. If you're Austin right now, you want to put the hammer lock down on this match. You don't want to give Brandon any chance to catch up. There it is. Good shot. Now come on, Brandon Myers. Let's see what you've been doing all weekend long. They bowled 10 games of qualifying, 5 games each on 2 very difficult patterns. Bowled a third 5-game match play round this morning. Bowled another 8-game block with just the top 10 earlier today. So they bowled 23 games prior to the step ladder. So fatigue could be a factor. Come on, Brandon. There's Brandon Myers. Come on now. Thing about those two-handers, though, you can get those ugly frames. You can also just suddenly start to string them out of nowhere. So I would never count a two-hander out. I've seen that too many times. Score working for Spacey in the 10th. Oh, he liked that off his hand, and it grabbed 5 feet earlier than he thought that ball was going to grab. Yep. If he can't make the tricky 3-9-10, it's over. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. It's over. Jakob is going to play Kyle King for the scratch TPC crown. Disappointing finish for Tanner, the scratch bowler of the year in the Northwest, as the Northwesterners continue to show the rest of the tour what it's all about. Yet again dominating this weekend. 20 finalists, 10 from each division, and I think roughly, about 12 of them were Northwesterners. Good spare for Myers to keep himself somewhere in range. 11. Back to part 2 in just a minute. Make sure to click on that link on YouTube.